Hey friends, welcome! I am so excited about today's video because it is meal prep day. Oh my goodness, it has taken me quite some time to do another meal prep video. I was on a really good meal prep streak, but summer hit, all of my kids have been around, and my house has just basically exploded with toys and dirt and everything. So I just feel like I haven't been in the right mind space to do a meal prep, but my kids are in camp, my house is in decent order, so we're doing it. We are doing it. So I have typed up the menu, I have the grocery list, and I've included the recipes that you need for today's meal prep if you want to follow along. I know it helps me because I need to look at something, otherwise I'm like a squirrel. I start one thing, forget about it, move on to the next, and before I know it, nothing gets accomplished and I feel overwhelmed. So this is to help somebody like me. You're welcome. Okay, I'm not gonna waste any more time talking because I wanna get right into this. Meal prepping takes a little bit of time. If you've ever meal prepped, you do have to invest some time, but it is a very good investment of your time. I promise. You're going to be so happy when you have all of these healthy food options in your fridge ready to reheat throughout the week. So good if you have health and fitness goals, protein goals. All right, let's do this. All right, so first thing that I always do when meal prepping is take out all of the ingredients that I need and I organize them into sections based on my grocery list. So basically all of the like dry goods go together, all of the meats together. You just want to be organized so that everything is right there. It's easy for you to see, to grab. It just helps to stay organized. And I realize now that I forgot to mention what I'm actually making today. So on the menu, we are going to be making some turkey meatloaf muffins. It's basically going to be like a meatloaf but baked in regular muffin tins, topped with some low sugar ketchup. I'm going to be doing some really simple veggies because I'd rather focus my effort into the protein and the meats rather than the side dishes because I'm not super picky when it comes to veggies. So I'm literally just boiling up some frozen veggies, and also I have some pre-cut broccoli. This is going to be your best friend when meal prepping, is just keeping things simple and buying things pre-cut if you can find them. So that's what I'm doing for the broccoli. I'm just gonna steam it up today. I am going to be doing a sweet potato mash. Really simple. Once again, I'm just going to be throwing the sweet potatoes in the blender once they're cooked and adding a little bit of broth, salt and pepper. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And I'm also gonna be making some little mini salmon Parmesan bites. I thought that sounded really fun, something a little bit different. And if you know me, you know I love fish, I love salmon, so I hope you like salmon too. If you don't, you can always go back and check out some of my other meal prep videos for other ideas. And then to go with the salmon bites, I'm gonna be making a Greek yogurt high protein dill dip. And that's it. So I have 2 different proteins, 2 veggie options, and a side of sweet potatoes, which is going to be my carb. If you want to add in another carb, you could always do up some rice as well, but I'm just going to stick with the sweet potatoes today. All right, let's get going. So we are going to crank this up to 450, so it is going to be super hot, but once I put my salmon inside, I'm going to turn it down to 425, but I want it nice and hot right now. Okay, let's talk about how to make these crispy salmon bites or salmon nuggets. I'm not really sure what to call them, but they are absolutely darn delicious. All you need are 3 pieces of salmon with the skin removed, and I've cut mine into about 1-inch pieces, and you wanna make sure to pat them down so they're super dry. And we're gonna start off by making our egg wash. So I'm using just egg whites, and then I have Dijon mustard, and I'm just going to mix these together until it's nice and frothy. soggy. And all we're gonna be doing is dipping our salmon chunks in this egg mixture, and then we're gonna be dipping it in this Parmesan cheese and almond flour mixture. And these are actually gluten-free. So if you are gluten intolerant or sensitive to gluten, this is a perfect recipe for you. It's also full of flavor and nutrients, and you're gonna feel really good after eating these. So I just have a mixture of Parmesan and almond flour, and then I'm adding a good dose of garlic powder and smoked paprika. I'm also adding a little bit of salt, and you're just going to mix everything together. I used a whisk at the start and then realized this is not a good method. I should just get my fingers in there. So I do recommend getting a little bit messy and getting your hands in there to get everything mixed together. And I've prepared a large baking sheet with some parchment paper, and I'm moving closer to the sink because you are gonna be getting a little bit messy, so you might want to be able to get to a sink and wash your hands. The first step is to put the salmon chunks in the egg mixture, and then when you take them out, you kind of want to let the egg mixture drip off. You don't want them super soggy, but you want them wet so that the coating will stick. So I'm just moving it into that Parmesan and almond flour after the egg mixture and coating all of the pieces. I've put them on my baking sheet, and you want to make sure to space them out, otherwise they will get a little bit soggy and won't get as crispy. So once they're on the pan, we're going to be spraying them just lightly with a cooking spray. I like to use avocado spray, but you can use whatever you have on hand. Reduce to 425, and that should take about 15 minutes, maybe a little less. Set it to 15. We are going to make the yogurt dip to go with it. If you've been following me for a little while, you know that I absolutely love Greek yogurt. I eat Greek yogurt pretty much every single day of my life. I do not get sick of it, and I also love that you can use it in so many different ways. It does not just have to be a yogurt cup with granola and fruit. Clearly, it is not that today. I am adding in some fresh chopped dill. I have lemon juice. I'm gonna add in some different spices, garlic. I mean, the options are endless, and it's so high in protein. It's really simple to make. Sometimes you just have to get your head around the fact that it's yogurt. For some reason, when you hear the word yogurt, you're thinking granola and fruit probably, but trust me girls, this is so versatile. You can use it as a salad dressing, you can use it as a dip like I am today, you can spread it in pitas. Oh yeah, I think a little more lemon. That dip is bomb. It is so good. So these are looking really good, but I want them to brown up a little bit more. So I'm just gonna throw on the broiler for like 2 minutes, and then they'll be perfect. 2 minutes. So I know I made this dill dip for the salmon. However, this is going to make an awesome high protein veggie dip as well. Or you could even cut up some naan bread and dip it inside. Just gonna give it a little taste test. Oh, it's delicious. It's perfect. Do not meal prep when you're hungry. Worst idea ever. Back to it. So I'm gonna get these. Oh wait, I need garlic. 3 cloves of garlic. Gotta find my garlic mincer. There you are. There it is. This thing's the best. came across a recipe similar to this one when I was about 18 years old, still living at home with my parents, and I was just getting into health and fitness at the time and really thinking about the foods that I was eating and how to properly fuel my body. And I always made turkey meatloaf muffins because the fitness program I followed had a really good recipe. So this was one of my go-to foods that I would make on a regular basis. Unfortunately, I have lost that recipe, but I've recreated my own version, and I personally think this one is even a little bit better than the original. So I'm adding in all these veggies to the pan with some tamari, which is a soy sauce, a little bit of broth, and some tomato paste. So I'm just gonna let that cook down a little bit until a lot of that liquid has evaporated and the veggies have softened just a little bit. And then I'm gonna set it aside so it cools completely before I mix it in with the ground turkey. Now this is a trick to help your turkey muffins stay nice and moist. I'm going to actually grate the zucchini and squeeze out some of the liquid from it, and then I'm gonna mix it in with the turkey meatloaf muffins. So this is the flat leaf parsley, but you could also use the curly parsley, just whatever you have. So that is actually looking really good. You see, it's kind of thickened up, most of the liquid's gone. So I'm just gonna set this aside and give it some time to cool. So I poured it into a bowl and I'm gonna put it in a cold place, and right now, that is right on my air conditioner vent. So that'll cool down nicely there. I really want to try one of these because they look so good. I'm gonna do it. I'm so hungry. And this one, look how good that looks. A little on there. Guys, that was like above and beyond my expectations. Those salmon bites, oh yes, they're so good. We have our zucchini, parsley, 2 packs of ground turkey, pepper, salt. The tamari is really salty, so I don't need too much salt. I'm just gonna do, I don't know. Looks good. So we have garlic powder, half a teaspoon, onion powder, half a teaspoon, smoked paprika, which is my favorite spice of all time, if you couldn't tell. About the same amount. Quick oats. And more almond flour. Before I mix it, I'm just gonna prepare my pan. I'm gonna use a little bit of butter. I personally think that butter does the best job, so I'm not messing around here. I know it adds a bit of fat, but I'm okay with that. Dump in all those cooked veggies. It's gonna add lots of flavor and moisture. Just mix. Back. I need to do this. I need to take some of these out. Oh dear. Well, they certainly don't look pretty. Let's hope they taste a little bit better than they look. They look like before. They do look a little bit wet, so I'm really hoping that they hold up in there. I think they'll be okay though. Okay, so $3.75. And those will take about 25 minutes. So while I'm preparing some of the side dishes here, I thought I'd have a little chit chat. Maybe you're new here or you don't know much about me. I have 4 kids and I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't have any fancy certifications or anything. I mean, I used to be a personal trainer and I went to college for a semester for health and fitness, but decided to get married at a young age. I was only 21. We had kids right away and my husband's job is quite demanding, so we decided it was best for me to stay at home with the kids and to take care of the home. And I've always just been passionate about health and fitness and raising my family well and doing the best that I can. Peas and the corn, sweet potatoes, the broccoli. Salmon is done and half eaten already because they're so darn good. And these are cooking away. Oh, yum. Okay, those zucchini turkey muffins are definitely moist. That is a lot of liquid. I don't know if you can see that, but okay, definitely put a pan underneath your turkey muffins because they are liquidy. Now that everything is pretty much all cooked and finished, I'm gonna start storing everything in containers. And I do like to store a couple of my containers as like a full meal option. It's really convenient to have a meal ready to go in the fridge that I can just throw in the microwave quick and heat up. But I also like to store things together, like in their own containers. So I will have a container of broccoli, I'll have a separate container of the salmon. This way I can just kind of pick and choose how I want to pair things on different days and different meals. And it would be really good to have another carb option. I did find that just the sweet potatoes on their own, I mean, that can get a little bit boring, but I don't mind this when it's only like 3 days at a time. However, if you are a girl who needs some variety, maybe you can whip up a quick salad as a side dish or cook some rice, which is super easy. But I can't say enough how amazing it is to have healthy food options in the fridge. It's truly game changing if you have goals, if you want to stay on track with your health, with your fitness. It's so good to have these healthy meal options. I hope you found today's video inspirational or helpful, and I really look forward to seeing you all again next time. Bye for now.